Hey guys, what's up? I am the Stormchild. So yeah, it's a really sad day for, I think, every Nightwish fan around the planet. Because I just found out a few hours ago that Marko left the band. When I read it right, this year, and maybe he's coming back. But he hadn't promised that, and yeah, it is really sad. I'm really speechless about that, because it's so hard to imagine Nightwish without Marko on bass, and especially on vocals, of course, because Aurin also told me that in another message. Yeah, sure, they can find a new bass player that can play it perfectly, of course, but yeah, Marko's voice is Marko's voice, so it's really hard to imagine that, and it's really a shock. Really, it's a shock, because Nightwish is my favorite band. Maybe you know that already, of course, and I've followed the band 20 years now, and Marko is in the band since the end of 2001, so also nearly 20 years, and yeah, this is really sad, and yeah. I'm a happy person because I had the chance to meet him once. I will put a photo here that you can see it with a very young Stormchild. That was back in 2005, I think, or 7 or something, I don't know, in Stuttgart, and it was really funny, and we talked a bit, and that was pretty cool. So that was my favorite Marko moment, of course. But yeah, maybe it's not the end, and maybe it's only this year, and then they sure can manage it. Without him it's going to be difficult, but I had the same thoughts when Yuka left 5 years ago. That was also a big shock for me, and because yeah, for me it was just like, you can replace him, and I like Kaihato, don't get me wrong, but yeah, with Marko's voice it's going to be difficult, really difficult. But yeah, to honor his work in Nightwish or whatever, or to just talk about this thing, because I needed to talk about that, and you can tell me your thoughts about it, of course, also in the comments. Yeah, I needed to do a Nightwish song with his vocal in it, and I think I haven't reacted to Endlessness yet here on my channel. Never saw the lyric video, and I thought, okay, this is the perfect opportunity to do that, because he is singing this song nearly 100%, and I think that's the perfect way to honor his work. I'm a big fan of his. Also the work with Taro, of course, amazing singer, amazing bass player, amazing songwriter. But yeah, he is still there. So let's see what next year happens, because we all know it's curious time, and maybe next year he's coming back and everything is fine. Just hope for that. I do that. Never lose hope. So yeah, with that said, Nightwish, Endlessness, thank you Marko for all your great vocals in Nightwish songs. And cheers. I had to say cheers before I drink, I know. He will forgive me. So yeah, with that said, let's do it. So yeah, one thought just came in my mind while listening to it. I think everybody of you know that they planned this virtual concert, I think in March, and I'm wondering if we ever will hear songs from from Human Nature sang by Marko live. Oh damn, that would be sad if he would never perform this Human Nature stuff with NIGHTWISH live. This just came in my mind because of this whole COVID shit. The whole world tour is cancelled or postponed and something, and damn, that would be really sad. Or maybe they already recorded that show some way, I don't know it, and hopefully, honestly hopefully, because that would be pretty sad, because I think everybody's looking forward to listen to the new songs also in the live performance, of course, because sometimes they are just different also in the way they were sang, and damn, oh, this is such a bad message for today. Damn, and now I ruined my table as well. So yeah, but to the song. So yeah, a really unusual NIGHTWISH track. And honestly, it's not one of my favorites of the Human Nature album, because there are so many other great songs on the album. I already talked about that in the other videos, but it's still a great track, and definitely a great ending track to the album, which is definitely important, because in the end you have to have this feeling of an ending of an album. And I think NIGHTWISH does that very well on every album, I think, if my memories are correct in my mind. So yeah, unusual track, especially the beginning. I think there's only one song that is a bit like that in this direction, that is Rest Calm. It's completely different, I know, but that was the only song I can compare it to, I think, and I don't have to compare it, of course, because it's it's a known track of yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, really unusual beginning, and I think I told about that also in the album review, that it reminded me a bit of old Stratovarius stuff in some way, which is definitely meant as a compliment, just with these mid-tempo drums and this really yeah, slow guitar melody is something which brings in a real epic feeling. And I think after nearly a minute, when the song kicked in with a full instrumentation, with this great main riff, which is also pretty epic, and when it's once in your head, you never can, it never goes out. And yeah, I thought that a week ago I listened to the Human Nature album, and it was just finished, and this melody was spinning in my head like crazy. Yeah, because it's really epic, and also I really like the verses. The verses are, for me, I think, my favorite part of the song, because the way Marko sings it is really cool, really also a bit unusual for him in some way. Maybe that has to do also with the melody of the verses, of course. So pretty well. So with the chorus, I'm not the biggest fan. I have to be honest. It doesn't matter. I have to be honest. But of course, a thing of taste, because I'm not the biggest fan of these long stretched words in a chorus or overall. I talked about that in many videos, and I struggle with a lot of songs where, yeah, it's a thing of taste. It has nothing to do that the chorus isn't good or something. It's just not my taste of singing. But yeah, that is not only NIGHTWISH. That is for every band. But yeah, overall, also, I think the first time I was yeah, surprised when I heard the floor part in here, because it was just like the song was just like some kind of 4 minutes or something. I was just like, okay, is she going to be in the song or not? And when I listened to it the first time, it was just like, okay, it's just a Marko track. But then she appeared and was just like, oh, Floor is there too, which is great. And also when they sang together, they in this Endlessness part singing, that was pretty cool. This choir part, a thing that I really like. And also, as I told, the ending of the song, really epic. So a great song, great ending song, not one of my favorites, but definitely a great vocal performance again by Marko, of course. And this was, I think, his song on the album, as Harvest was the song for Troy. Some kind of. And so yeah, now I'm really looking forward to this virtual concert. I think I will join in, of course. And yeah, I'm not sure if they recorded it yet or not, because if they haven't recorded it yet, I think it's not so much time to find, especially someone who sings the songs. A bass player is found, I think, in a few minutes when it comes to Nightwish, because they know so many bands and people, and I think a lot of bass player would help them out. I think that wouldn't be the problem. So I think that's the question that is in everyone's mind. Who is singing Marko's parts on the live shows? Damn. So yeah, would be interesting to hear your thoughts, really, also to the song. You can combine that, of course. Yeah, would be pretty interesting. So thank you, Marko, again. I have to tell you, oh, I'm so sad, I'm so sad. I know he was not one of the first members of Nightwish, but I think for everybody who's thinking about Nightwish, Marko is in the picture. Sorry, Sami, but you weren't so long in Nightwish, and Marko was a bit more charismatic. Nothing against you, but I think, yeah, you know what I don't say anything more. Oh damn, this is so sad. Tell me your thoughts about that in the comments. Would be pretty interesting. I will read them all, I promise. And if you like this video, of course, please subscribe my channel. It would be so awesome. I really hope we see us the next time. I'm the Stormchild. Bye.